if we look at, let's go back to theory for just a second. If you'll indulge me, I wish I had a whiteboard for you.
I'm so glad you don't.
Yeah, because you would be amazed.
I'm
No, so
sure.
I think if we do something that's super easy, right? So if we take and this, I love math because it helps me make sense of really simple and in very like complex ideas in a very simple way. Do you remember as a math teacher? I know you'd like this one.
Very little.
Very little. Okay. Slope intercept form.
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a pretty easy equation, right? It's basically slope of a line. That's really all we're doing. Like, are we progressing forwards, upwards, downwards, whatever it is? We're going to focus on the positive because let's focus on the positive.
Let's do that.
Within that, though, like for me, that slope intercept, that B is let's just take this day by day, is whatever I'm bringing with me that day. Who am I? Where have all my life experiences led me to be? And how am I, how do I approach whatever it is, whatever task, it doesn't matter. Really, all that X is my effort. So predominantly, if I'm putting in good effort for today, I'm moving in some type of positive direction. The multiplier, though, that slope is my attitude. How am I approaching it, right? And so you are the owner of your own attitude. We kind of talk to to kids or adults about you're basically reacting to all the other stimulus going around you, and sometimes it's harder than other times. But really, if I just approach my day with who I am and being okay, like being comfortable with who I am, and that the added measure is what am I putting in today and how am I approaching my day? So effort and attitude. I have some type of why, right? Hopefully it's positive. And so the thing I have with athletes is they get so into, well, if I'm doing these things, I should have these results on the court. Or if I'm doing these things, I should have these results in the classroom. If I'm doing these things, I should be getting A's on all my stuff. What you're really working towards is potential outcomes, right? And so once you put each day, each of these potential outcomes, like we're hoping that we're trending somewhere positive, right? And that to me is like, that's the work you're putting in each and every day to develop skills, right? And so if we put developing skills inside of Bendera's self-efficacy, those mastery experiences and those like vicarious or observational experiences, like we're putting in work. And that's building up our ability to see ourselves be successful. If you start talking and pull the attitude out a little bit of that little slope intercept form equation, the multiplier in self-efficacy is your ability, like your emotional intelligence, how you react to things. So not only are you building up all these skills, but you're building up the skill of how do you emotionally react, because that's going to be a multiplier. It's not an addition. It's a multiplier. That thing is going to make it soar. The additive is that belief transfer. That additive piece is it can only get better if there's positive outside support. The reason why it could be additive too, because you could add negative impacts. And so that's what's hard on self-efficacy or efficacy in general. And you see this a lot in kids, right? So you've got your idea of community efficacy. Well, we see kids that have, it pains me to say it, not a whole lot of support at home, or not a whole lot of support. Sometimes as adults, we make adult problems become kid problems, and we might have a negative impact on whatever it is they're doing. So yes, like we need each other. And at the same time, it's like there are certain things we need to stop doing to each other, because we could be potentially having a negative impact on them working on their own skills and their emotional responses to things. How are we contributing to that? And so even with student discipline, you've done a few of these in your day where you take the time, like, yeah, we made a choice and there's a consequence to it. And it's just, there it is. But how often then do we take even a little bit more time and really hone in on what discipline truly means? It means developing better habits. So even just with student discipline, you're helping build a student's efficacy or self-efficacy. And then the more you go on a proactive approach, like right now, we're focusing a lot on our advisory time of what can we do to help not only improve ourselves, but improve others. That's our, like you said, our community efficacy. Like we need each other. We could do it on our own. We could, it's fine. But how much more of an impact is it when we build one another up rather than tear one another down?
Yeah.
And it's not competitive. It's this idea of a culture of winners and losers, right? If you're up here, that means I'm not, right? And why are we comparing our own journeys to each other? as soon as we get out of that lens of being like, hey, you're rocking it right now, and I can rock it too. It just like we don't have to compare ourselves and be the same.
Yeah.
That's what's hard in this kind of social competitive atmosphere.